Good boy talk, scene, golden retriever vibe, take one, and action.
Literally, when I was coming out my mother's womb, they were like, hey, we might have to break this kid's collarbone.
Yo, go talk to her. Go talk to her. As they're pointing at the 78-year-old grandmother.
And then we lock eyes for like 3 seconds. And that's like that 3 seconds where your heart like kind of skips, you know?
Yes.
But that's not I was saying that was unhealthy.
Yeah.
That was me. That was not healthy,
This
Josh.
is healthy for me. This is healthy for me.
I'm American.
I am not obligated to my motherland.
Welcome back to the Jordan Whitrock Show. I'm your host, Jordan Whitrock, as always. And today, we're switching it up a little bit. I feel like we've had some great interviews over the last couple of weeks. We knocked it out of the park with the astronomers. Then we had the IE productions. And we had some good family friend podcast episodes. And what I want to do today is kind of just like talk about life. I feel like I started this podcast with the idea of talking about what's going on as like a normal human, someone who's not famous and all that kind of stuff. And I feel like we haven't gotten to that point today. So now we are going to change that. And I have a couple people here to help me out with that. So without further ado, let's welcome to the show, Josh. Bring him back out. Let's go.
Bringing in the big guns.
And we have Micah Schoff as TD. First time, we welcome you to the studio.
Thank you. I had to clap away because
Okay, so we were talking about this. When was the last time you were on the show?
April.
I don't even know.
I was talking about April Fools.
Yes.
Yeah.
Did we film it on April? It must have been on April.
It
Fools.
was.
No,
yeah.
it was after. It was after because
after.
then we were talking about April Fools.
Yeah.
That's right.
It was like Wednesday or something.
Dude, that was when we were out on the porch too.
Yep.
Some crazy times.
Yep.
That's crazy.
You got me with Happy Rabbit's Day.
And then you got me this month.
Yeah, I did.
Facts.
Crazy.
Dude, life's been kind of busy. I'm not even gonna lie.
Yeah, it's been. We haven't seen each other for like in person for
when
like.
Was the last time we saw each other in person?
Well, we jammed out that one night.
Oh, you're right. But that would probably been like a month or so.
That was
ago.
a month or so. Yeah.
Yeah, Micah, we've been chilling out decently. Like, I feel like recently, we've kind of clutched up that way.
Yeah.
Josh just doesn't want to hang out with us ever, though.
Yeah, no, I'm a busy man. Well, I had to earn some money for the Philippines. I needed.
That's true. Let's talk about the Philippines.
Speaking of which, before we start, I got something.
Okay.
A little souvenir.
Oh, let's go. Yo, bro,
We got a shirt. You can open that up on the podcast if you want. Sorry, Micah.
That's
I forgot
crazy.
a shirt for you.
I forgot a shirt. Yo, that's sick. Okay, what is it?
Okay, so
is it a restaurant?
So a
it's a
jeepney.
bus.
Okay, so here's some history.
All right, wait. Go to Josh's camera. I'm gonna put the shirt on.
So here's some history, people. Okay, so back when the Philippines was occupied by Spanish, right, by the Spain, and then America took over, right, and they were bringing in a bunch of military vehicles, right, so like bunch of like military jeeps and other stuff too. Did it fit? Does it fit? I think so. Okay, it's a large, so I wasn't sure.
Everything's small in the Philippines.
Yeah, it is. Okay, we'll talk about that too. But so the Jeeps, so the military Jeeps, when America pulled out, the Jeeps were still there. So they turned those Jeeps into like a way of transportation. So they're called jeepneys because you can just get in and travel around in these Jeeps, and they used to be, again, military Jeeps. So that's why.
All right.
It looks good. Hey, look
I
at
like
that.
it. That's funny.
Yeah, no, it's crazy.
Thank you. Thank you for the gift. I don't think I actually said thank you. So
No,
thank you for the
you're
souvenir. I
welcome.
appreciate
You're
it. Oh, wait. For people that didn't get to see the back.
Yeah.
America. Oh, shit.
Live fast, jeepney. But yeah, no, it's kind of weird being in an Asian country where all of the sizes
so weird
are
being
correct.
Asian.
Yeah, it's like a small for me here in America. It's not small.
Okay, yeah.
It's
So
like,
the shirt is. I have broad shoulders.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
literally, when I was coming out my mother's womb, they were like, hey, we might have to break this kid's collarbone because he's not coming out. Like, facts. So, like, my
That's
shoulders are
crazy.
just wide in general,
Uh-huh.
but I think it fits for the most part. Maybe it's a little tight on the arm, but it works. I'll wear it.
Cause it's a large.
Dude, I just got to start working out, get my pecs, and then I'll be looking sexy in this thing.
Dude,
you know what
that's
I'm
gonna
saying?
be.
It's going to be like one of those, like, where you get the silk, but I don't really like those, so this will be perfect for it.
Yeah, and then you wear in the Philippines, they're gonna see that shirt, see your pecs.
Dude, they're going to be like,
Okay,
yo,
that-
this American, we got to kill him. No.
They're gonna be like, I need his green card. So,
Dude, that's a crazy.
Yeah.
That's because it works in so many ways. All right,
But it was-
Okay.
it was nice.
Yeah. So you went to the Philippines with your
Went to the
family.
Philippines.
When was the last time you went to the Philippines?
So-
to the homeland.
I went there 9 years ago. So I was the only one out of my siblings to actually go.
Was it like just no one else was there, or?
Well, my uncle brought me there. 'Cause
Okay.
He wanted to bring one of us, and so he wanted to bring all of us like individually. That didn't work out.
Oh, so you just got lucky. You were the
So I
first
got
one and
lucky,
only
yeah.
one.
And yeah, so it was nice. I visited 9 years ago, and I can't remember. My aunt was still alive, and my uncle was still alive.
Okay.
So it was just this time it was just our immediate family that was there, and my sister's husband. So
Okay.
but we were there to celebrate my grandparents' 50th anniversary.
Let's go.
So,
Congratulations.
I know it's huge. Like
It's actually impressive when you think about it, because it's like if they got married at 25,
yeah, something like that.
they are like 75 years old,
75
which
or
is
something,
crazy
yeah.
to think. But
But my grandpa still got moves though.
Yo, let's
He doesn't
go.
move like he's 75. I'll tell you that much. So, no, it was good. We had like a whole thing for them. It was nice being able to
Yeah,
see
yeah.
cousins from my mom's side. So I never
Okay.
met my mom's like cousins or like her siblings.
is
before.
both parents' families there?
So kind of.
Okay.
So my dad's my grandparents on my dad's side passed away when he was in high school. So we only have
Okay.
grandparents on my mom's side.
Got you.
And my dad's siblings, two of them passed away, and then one lives in New Zealand. So basically, there's no immediate family for my dad there.
Okay.
But he has a bunch of cousins and aunts, which is nice. So
Nice. Okay. Sweet. So you got to see the cousins
Yep.
and hang out.
Oh, yeah.
When was the last time you got to see them? So 9 years ago. Like
9 years ago.
Are we talking like they look so different, or
Yeah.
were you able to be like boom, 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 name? You knew exactly who
Well,
was
some
who?
of them they were adults by then, so they
Oh,
didn't change
okay.
much. But
Yeah,
like
yeah, yeah.
one kid, his name's Caleb. He was like pretty young,
Yep.
and like I didn't recognize him
Yeah.
when I saw him. So it was crazy. Has like curly hair now. Like
See,
really
that's the
tall.
one benefit. Like we're the like youngest family in most of our extended families, so it's like everyone has looked the same to me for the past 15 years, because we're the ones that are like, everyone will be like, oh my gosh, you like grew up so much, like can't believe it. And it's like, well, yeah, puberty,
Yeah,
it's a bitch. No.
yeah. No,
But-
that's funny.
Okay, so what else? What was what are like some of the top things you got to do in the Philippines? Because it's pretty sick to be able to go to another country and experience that kind of culture.
Eat good food.
Yeah,
Eat-
was it a culture shock or not really?
No, not for
Yeah.
me. It was. I think it was a culture shock for my family.
Yeah,
though.
yeah,
When I
yeah.
first went there, it was like really like culture
Yeah.
shock. Like,
What's like? Wait, no. Answer my
Yeah,
first
yeah,
question before I jump you, because I do that all
yeah.
the time.
One thing, traffic just really. It's not as bad as I went there 9 years
Okay.
ago.
Why do you think that is?
Just because there's just a lot of people in like
Oh,
a
okay.
really cramped area.
Yeah.
And everybody has a car or like a motorcycle or
Yeah.
something. So they actually made a law where you can't drive on certain days. Like if you have like a car with this number in it or something, you
Yeah.
can't drive Monday, but you can drive every other day just to reduce the amount of traffic there
Dude,
is.
I think China has that. Wait, Mike, can you look that up? I swear there's multiple countries that have that.
Because when I visited 9 years ago, we were using my aunt's vehicle, and driving there is kind of crazy
Yeah.
because there's just a bunch of
Is
people.
it right side or left side of the road?
It's right side.
Okay, yeah.
It was influenced by America, so.
Okay. Oh, true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Thank
we
you,
drove
MacArthur.
on the right side of the road, but it's kind of crazy. Like when first night there was a like jeepney all the way on the left side, and they were gonna like park, and so they cut through like 5 lanes of traffic in like 2 seconds. Pretty crazy. Pretty
I mean, you
fun.
got to do what you got to
Yeah.
do,
But where was I going with that? Yeah, so just like we couldn't go for use one vehicle one day, so we had to use like another cousin's vehicle,
Okay.
which was it was still the same model, which was nice. So we still fit. I
Nice.
can't remember what model it is now. Now it's
You know what's funny? I don't really know many countries like what's like a country's common car to have. You know what I'm saying? When
Yeah.
you think about that, it's just
Japan's
like-
probably Toyota.
Yeah. But then like China has an EV that's really cheap, and I know other countries were buying them, you know, right, because it's cheap, and
Yeah.
but then that kind of screwed up their car, you know, as we put like I think 100% tariff or something on like just that specific before tariffs were a thing.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
And so that kept them way more expensive than just like our normal cars and whatnot. But interesting.
Yeah, I can't remember. I think the brand that we drove was like Chevy or Toyota or something. Some brand that's like close by, you know.
Okay.
Like that's easy to import.
Yep.
A lot of things that are local in the Philippines are pretty cheap. That's just how it is when again you go to southeastern like Asian
Yeah.
countries. They're pretty cheap. Like I brought $200 and that lasted me the entire like 10 days I was there.
What did you get to do there?
Well, we visited the mall, so we wanted to see what their
Yep.
mall was like, and it was pretty cool.
Was that like in the main city or?
Some
Yeah.
some of it was. There's one mall that was pretty sketchy that we went to.
We got those two in America.
Yeah. Well, you don't have to deal with pickpockets. That's the thing. Or like,
Oh.
Yeah, so-
like in America compared to there, or vice versa.
so they have this thing where they have like electronic like center.
Hold that thought.
Oh.
We have a cat break. Nikita, say hi to everyone. All right. I saw him wanting to leave.
No, I'm not gonna stay frozen. I thought I could keep the bit. I was like gonna stay frozen. Nope, not committing. Not committed hard enough.
All right.
But there's like this one electronic section that you could walk into to get like cheap phones or something
Okay.
like that, or iPads.
Yeah, like the
and-
knockoff brands or whatever.
Well, or like just bunch of used stuff. But like that's like the sketchy place because a lot of people are there and they're trying to get your attention.
I was in
And
Oliver Twist.
so-
I pickpocketed. I used to steal people's props before they went on stage.
That's
and then right
crazy.
before they went out, I'm like, "Oh, you need this," and they're like, "What the?" And then they go out.
You could have caused like a bunch of like production
No, it's
issues.
I probably would have kept it.
Oh, yeah.
The-
yeah.
well, who
but
was
what
the-
if you forgot?
No, I never forget. You know,
Uh-huh.
Never forget.
Never forget.
But no, what was the Oliver Twist? I don't know what the bad guy's name was, or like the bad guy in the show, but he had like a wallet that had like was his main prop, and like we'd always be trying to pickpocket it to get his wallet, and I got really good at it. I don't think I could do it anymore. I was on some like sketch stuff there, I guess, but
I'll
hey,
bring you to the
know.
Philippines next time. You can try.
Dude, yeah. And then like I come back and my watch is missing, like everything's gone. I'm in only my underwear. I don't even know how that happened.
Yeah.
But
That's crazy. No, so my parents were just very like, you gotta make sure that everything's in your
Yeah,
front
yeah.
pocket.
Is that where you bought the
hands in your
fanny?
pocket. So this is actually really popular in the
yeah.
Philippines.
Well,
This
it's
is
it's
crazy.
popular. Probably not in the Midwest because we're always like, what do they say? I don't know what the year thing is, but it's like the coasts are right on time.
Yeah.
And then like inside is like 2 years behind, and then like the Midwest is like 5 or 10 years behind.
Yeah.
So we're 10 years behind what the style is, you know.
But this is more like a utility thing rather.
No, it
than,
looks good.
like,
I didn't question it
No,
one bit when
I
you
like
had
it
Yeah.
because I'm keeping my wallet in here.
Oh,
you know,
yeah.
Because now I don't have to deal with it when I'm sitting down. Because I always sit with my wallet in my pocket. Now I don't need.
Damn,
to
do I need to get a fanny? That's a really big fanny. I don't think I could do that big.
This is I like it.
Yeah.
It's nice. There's like a zipper on the back too, so like I can keep it safe.
Fannies are pretty
Yeah.
fire.
But
you
like
know.
it's also like they have to like unbuckle it and then like you can feel that and stuff. So
Yeah.
but no, they keep like, cause in the Philippines it's all bidets, like in the toilets.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
There's no toilet. I mean, there is toilet paper, but you have to pay extra.
Well, I know.
like-
China is like,
Yeah.
yo, we can't have that much people's shitty toilet paper
Yeah.
in our systems. Like, we won't function as a society anymore. So that's why they have bidets, because it's like
Yeah.
or you have to like throw the toilet paper in the garbage.
Yeah.
And it's like, who would do that?
Yeah.
So
But like, so they have bidets, but like people keep like wet wipes or something
Yeah.
to use,
Okay.
or like their own toilet paper. You could buy toilet paper
dude,
from
I
the
wonder
vending
what
machine or
I
something.
wonder when we had the toilet paper shortage, how that hit the Philippines.
I don't think it hit them at all because they were all used to using a bidet.
But like those like 6 people that were really rich, did they have to spend a lot of money on toilet paper? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know if it's like imported in. That's the tricky thing, is to figure out how many things are imported in or not. Like a lot of like electronic stuff, is imported in, so it's like pretty expensive.
I wonder what electronics is for a U.S. Micah, you should look that up. How much do we import our technology compared to? Because like Apple's overseas,
Yeah.
I wonder what.
We probably import.
Even though they're like American companies, do we still have to import
it? Well, it's just cheaper to make it overseas. Yeah. That's why.
Hey, in Donald Trump's America, that changes.
Yeah.
Maybe. I don't know.
Maybe. Yeah,
It's gonna change. All right.
Yeah. So it was very interesting just being there. Like the heat wasn't as bad. Like I was expecting the heat to be worse. It was not as bad. Like when I came back here, it felt bad. Like it felt worse than when I was there. Yeah, like a few days that I was here, like when it was like reaching 90s, it wasn't as bad in the Philippines, So
when it was 90s there, compared to here?
No. Like I feel like
you
it
came
was
back
more hot here.
You came back though on like the hottest week that we've had in like a while.
That's what was crazy.
I was in the mill. Yeah. No, not in the mill. I was in the factory.
Yeah,
it was rough. I literally sweat through everything the first day, and I have 2 pairs of jeans to get me through the week. Yeah. So I wear one 2 days and one 3 days, because what happens is my job rips my jeans slowly, and I'm not gonna get like 5 pairs of jeans that are just gonna be useless when I rip them all. But all right, do we have what the import is for technology?
Okay, so for technology, I can't find specifics, but it looks like electronics account for 70. No, that's not right.
I was going to say like
70% of import.
That sounds
okay. In 2023, the U.S. imported $3.8 trillion worth of goods, with electronics and machinery being the top category.
Okay, so it's just a large portion of our imports.
Yeah. But the U.S. imported $146 billion worth of electronics products from China alone in 2023.
Yeah.
That's what the problem was.
Yep.
And now we're here, just waiting out the storm.
Yep.
Oh, dude. Okay, so you were in the Philippines living your life.
Yeah, it was interesting, I will say.
Would you go back? Would you live there?
I would not live there.
Whoa.
No,
no home country for you?
No, I am not.
Like, I was born in America. I'm an American. I'm American.
I am not obligated to my motherland.
Hey, you know what? Fair enough. Mine is Germany.
Yeah.
It was been rough back in the day,
Yeah. Now it might be nice. I don't know. No,
I don't know. Apparently their economy is in their energy. They have an energy crisis.
Yeah. Probably.
Because Germany was like really big into nuclear in the 80s.
Yeah.
But then was it Chernobyl, right? Or did that happen? When did Chernobyl happen? I want to say that was like late 80s or mid 80s. And is Chernobyl in Ukraine? Where's Chernobyl?
That's Russia.
I'm asking Micah. I know he watched the TV show.
Chernobyl happened. The disaster was April 26th of 1986, and it was in Ukraine.
Wow.
Literally, I cooked, and I count that late because 6 is not mid, 5 is mid. Okay, but after that happened, Germany was like, oh no, we don't want nuclear because we don't want to die. So they had like all these nuclear plants, and they were rocking in the 80s. Germany was like wealthy, like gonna cook, and they got rid of all their nuclear power, and then had to take energy resources from other countries, and now they're like struggling for energy because they don't have like. That's why people are like, we need to build nuclear. Like China, I think has 40 projects for nuclear things going up next year. Like, and we have like 4, or like 1 got passed and 3 are still like going through Congress. And it's like, if we're gonna have an energy, because we got a lot of computer AI stuff, we're gonna need power to run them. Like, that's why I think big companies like Microsoft and Apple are like, and Amazon are like making their own small nuclear something or whatever, because they just need the energy. They're like, well, we can't rely on the U.S. to do it, so we'll just make our own energy source, which is kind of interesting. They're gonna be controlling us. That's all I'm saying. Yeah. We're gonna give up all of rights. We're gonna say like, hey, you know what? We don't want we don't want to own a house. That's too difficult. We're gonna let BlackRock and all of them buy up all the medium-sized houses, and we're just gonna rent from them. It's way less stress. Yeah. We'll see. I gotta buy a house. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. It could. I mean, it's probably. I don't know how much it costs to buy a house in the Philippines, but it can't be that expensive.
I know Thailand's really chill place to live. I don't know what, like, realistically, I don't know what it is now, but like I know like a couple years ago, people were like, I'm going to Thailand because it's like U.S. to whatever Taiwanese.
We did meet one American. That
Mike
did-
is like, we gotta look at what the currency is called.
when we went to
I heard that click.
we went to church and we actually saw like a white person, which
Let's
was
go.
nice. So
Wait, why was it nice?
well, it's just because I'm just
Yeah.
there's all
You miss our
Filipino
faces?
people, yeah. So
Okay, you know what I was thinking about? We were talking about this show a little bit because we went frisbee golfing. We could
Yeah.
talk. We should talk about that.
Yeah.
We went frisbee golfing, and a course in Oshkosh that I didn't even know existed. Actually, I've always went past that turn.
yeah,
Never went down there once. I didn't know that like
I
there were
didn't know
houses.
it
I thought it was
existed.
like an industry park, and then like really shortly it was like the road that you would take to connect. I didn't realize it went that deep, and there was that nice of a park. Got the public pool there. But anyway, we had a frisbee golf session. We didn't lose any discs.
dubs.
Dubs in the
It
chat.
was great.
I kind of cooked a little bit. I thought I was gonna do way worse than I did.
No, you did
Me
good.
personally, Micah. What about you? How did you feel you did?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I threw out my right elbow. It kind of hurt. It still kind of hurts every
That's
once in a while.
you know
I'm not gonna lie. That was one of the bigger courses in the sense of like distance consistently.
it's when you play disc golf, you can cause injury on your elbow from like throwing forehand a lot.
Yeah.
it's like a tennis elbow.
Yeah,
basically.
someone that was working next to me today was taught like her and her fiance are like really big into frisbee golf.
Yeah.
So we were just talking about that a little bit. I guess they have like so many discs. And they like know what type of disc. Like, oh, this one is like made out of this plastic. This is made out of this, and this will like intense stuff. Where I'm like,
Yeah.
like I was like, oh yeah, like I got free discs from the library in like middle school when we did like the public library. Read this many books, you get to put your name in there, and then you win. I probably was the only kid that did it, so I won. And I got free discs, and I was like, oh yeah, this is. She's like, oh, it's probably like this plastic, and the way she said it made it seem like it wasn't that good.
It's not that good.
Whoa,
I'm just-
whoa.
No,
You
it's
need to
good
pull
for a
up the
beginner.
discs.
It's good.
Well,
Yeah.
what brand did you feel my discs? And you're like, this is mid.
I know. I just from the look of it, I can tell.
Whoa,
Yeah.
judgy much. You didn't even feel it. Didn't even get to know the disc. You looked at it and you're like, shitty disc.
No, I mean like they're good.
Interesting.
They're good starting discs. They're good, but they're not the Italian plastic. You know, they're not.
Yeah, fair enough. Fair
they're-
enough. I get you.
You know,
I
it's
get
that
you.
Italian plastic that's. the
Yeah.
whole
No.
thing.
Anyway, so that was pretty interesting. I learned a lot about frisbee golf
There you go.
on the job. That was a 2-hour conversation.
Hey, that's 2 hours of your job.
This is true. You know, the other day I was working,
Uh-huh.
and I like normally this is my routine when I work. I work in a factory. I've probably talked about Alliance Laundry. You should go buy their machines so I stay having a job. Anyway,
Yes. Get sponsored by them
but
too.
there's 5 2-hour stints that you do,
Mhm.
and then there's like a 10-hour like 10-minute break, 10-minute break, 15-minute, 10-minute. Right.
Right.
The first 2 hours, I listened to ESPN's Unsportsmanlike show. Pretty good. What sucks though in the summer though, everyone goes on vacation, so you get like the not main people.
Yeah.
But that's fine. And then the second one, I listened to like a podcast that I want to listen to.
Yeah.
And then, or there's like the PBD podcast, which I like, which is a live show, which is fun. And they talk about world news and stuff like that instead of just like specialists in some area.
Yeah. Yeah.
Then the third one, or the fourth one, no, actually I'm cooked. I think I'm on the third one. Third one's like usually music, or I will
Or-
turn on the Pat McAfee show.
Oh.
It
okay.
starts within that time frame, and then we have the fourth one, and the fifth one, or I don't know. I got it mixed up. There's sometimes I think I have to listen to music, but then what I do is I just listen to like an album or like a concert instead of like on shuffle, because always like I don't know, because I know like, oh, this is 2 hours long.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So when we get closer to the end, I'm like, yeah, let's go. We're almost there. But gotta have your schedule planned.
Yeah, see, I had to do that with the Philippines, which is kind of
Oh.
crazy. Because I didn't have cellular, because we weren't wanting to pay, like,
Yeah,
the
yeah.
international fee. It's
Yeah.
$12 a day, like, to use cellular
Hmm.
overseas. And well, we're not paying that, so.
Yep.
But my brother, he's like, do you have YouTube Premium? Yeah, I do. Why? He's like, I need music. I'm just so bored in the car. So I gave him YouTube Premium, and I used it to download
Yep.
albums and
Yep.
podcasts and stuff. It was nice, and movies.
That was my dad and I on our flight back. The only thing I could download in time, because I was trying to like my music got all messed up on Amazon Music, so I had nothing downloaded. And I was like, and I like tried to redo it, didn't work. And then we were literally taking off, and I'm like, oh, what can I download quick? It would probably been before, but I was like, the whole Pat McAfee show from that day, which turned out to be a legendary episode because they had Aaron Rodgers on it, which is always just fun to listen to him, you know.
Yeah.
Not saying I agree with everything he says, but he's a character, you know. And so we just listened to the whole show, but it was so funny because the show's like a little over 2 hours, and the plane flight is 2 hours, so like we could skip a little. But it was so funny. We were listening to someone, and my dad's like, "Yeah, skip this guy. Like I don't think it." And I was like, "That's so funny," because I was like, I'm not gonna skip it because I don't care, you know. It was kind of funny. But I have my Beats Studio, and I gave him those because they're nice, and I have like my other like Beats that go over your ear, but one of them is broken. Like it only lasts for like 5 minutes and then it dies, and then so I used those, so I only had one plugged in, but you know I had to give him the goated one.
How have your experiences on planes been? Like how?
The more turbulence, the better. Makes it more exciting. No.
Yeah, like a roller coaster.
What about you, Micah? What kind of a plane experience do you have? Were you on flight 732? I don't know. What was the flight that got disappeared on the way to like the Philippines or Australia or something?
I don't know.
Thailand. What was it? I saw a meme. It wasn't a meme, but someone like did like they found the wreck. It was like a Snapchat like story or whatever.
Yeah.
What was the flight? Oh, I thought you were.
Give him time, man.
So I literally thought he was typing. My bad.
Man, you have high expectations for your.
Hey,
tech guys,
this is a number one podcast in the world right now.
Yeah, I believe it. It's getting there. It's getting to be number one.
It's getting there. Wait. You know what we need to do? I need to grab my phone. Wait, hold up. It's right here. Okay, we're gonna do a little game. Okay, Micah, do you have the plane or no?
I do have the plane.
Okay, what was the flight name? Or number?
Malaysia Airlines flight 370.
370.
Disappeared on March 8th of 2014.
Never found.
Traveling from Kuala Lumpur to Beijing with 239 people.
Dang.
And it has yet to be found.
Yep. All right. This
I
is
had
a little.
a long stint for my flight.
Oh yeah. Talk about your flight quick.
Yeah, my flight. We went through Cathay Pacific something. Cathay Pacific.
Let's go.
And they served like Asian food for the lunch and whatnot, and it was all right. My brother though, he did not like it because he's a picky eater, but that's okay. I ate some of it, you know. But but yeah, it was interesting. I was like offloading, waiting for luggage and stuff like that.
Did you have a direct flight or did you have?
We went from Chicago to to Hong Kong.
Oh,
And then Hong Kong to the Philippines. So, yeah, that's just how it worked out.
That's risky in the sense of not that you guys chose it, but like it's risky because what happens if you would have lost all your luggage?
Yeah, I know that.
That would have sucked.
That's what worried me because I had a carry-on.
Yeah.
Right. And
but you just had food in it, so you didn't have any. No, I'm just kidding.
No, I had clothes.
No.
But I was worried the entire time. I'm like, what if they checked it in because it was too heavy for a carry-on apparently, which I think is a little baloney, you know?
Yeah.
Because there's a joke like, if my carry-on is too heavy for the plane, I am not getting on that plane. So they checked it in underneath, which was nice. And I was trying to do that on
that
the way
video where
back.
that lady like puts her bag down and her toe is like lifting the one side so it's not all the way on it, so it's like it passes it or whatever.
I have not
So
seen
funny.
that. That's crazy.
All right, okay. Here's the quiz.
Yeah. Okay. Quiz.
So we did Micah's episode 2 weeks ago. It's done decently well for the show itself. I saw today it went from like 90 to 99 views. That was like at like 1 p.m. maybe 3.
Yeah.
It is currently 7 p.m. Do you think his episode went from 99 views to 100? Do you think it's at 99 or do you think it's at 100, Josh?
Trying to think. I'm going to say it's still at 99.
Okay. Micah, what do you think it is? Your episode.
I'm gonna say 101. Overachieve it.
101. Okay, you both are wrong. It's at exactly 100.
Wait, hang on. You've been checking on it multiple times. You've been rigging. You've been
I didn't
rigging
ch-
it from the start.
No. I literally just refreshed it. Just now.
No, you've been
'Cause it
clicking
was at
on it
99.
to add a view.
Oh, no.
That's
That's why you use YouTube Studio. Then you don't have to actually watch the
okay,
episode to
okay,
catch the
okay.
view. Yeah. It's the most accurate
Oh,
compared to the
interesting.
YouTube itself. Fun fact.
Good to know.
Yeah, we gotta get you doing YouTube, Josh.
Yeah. No.
Yeah. Dude, okay. So this week was so Mike and I did a couple things together, like over the past weekends.
Yeah. What have you been up to?
We went to the first thing that comes to mind is we did Road America. That was pretty fun. We vlogged that, so that'll be put on my other channel, Jordan Whitrock, shameless plug. At some point, maybe in 4 years, I don't know, whenever I get around to editing it. But that was pretty cool to experience it. Becca who was on the show, did the TD for the last episode. She works for the company that broadcasts the racing, and so she got us in for free.
Nice.
So that was pretty sick to see Road America, because it's I don't know if it's international, but it's definitely national racetrack, like recognized, like IndyCar races there, and so it was cool to be able to see like a real track that's like when you watch it on TV and you're like, oh, these are like the pros that are doing it. You're like, oh, I got to see the racetrack that they would race on, you know. Or if I go to watch the highlights of some race, I could be like, I know what that turn looks like. Like
How steep was the turn? Was it like a pretty sharp turn, or was it?
So this racetrack is, I like this race because it's not like the Indianapolis 500 where it's like another left turn, you know.
Yeah.
It weaves in and out turns, all that kind of stuff.
Oh, dang.
Which I guess, so we went Saturday, and I guess Sunday there was a ton of spin outs, like into walls and like cars hitting each other. So the race, it's either 25 laps or it's done at like in 75 minutes. So those are the two. But there were so many wrecks and like crashes or wipeouts that they only finished like 7 laps.
Dang.
Which is kind of insane. But I guess you'd have a safety car, so it would go slow or whatever.
Yeah.
But like the race we went, there was like maybe one. Micah saw it. I didn't see it. You said there was one car that like lost a part of it.
Yeah, I think the announcer said that they made some contact on a corner and it like ripped the front left chunk of the bumper off, which brought out the safety car. And then next lap around, all you saw was just red duct tape taping the bumper back up to the hood.
Yeah, I did not see that. Well, because we were at a spot that was pretty nice, but we was in full sun and we were literally dying. And so then we're like, okay, let's move over to this corner. So then we moved over there and watched the rest of the race from the shade. But they have a Frisbee golf course there, so we hit that real quick. And then they also had so they had what do they call it?
Describe it.
No, what did we race in? All I'm thinking is AI, but it's not AI. Like simulator. There we go.
Racing sim.
We had a racing simulator, and Micah went first. He also spun the wheel first. They give you like free prize. You had to spin the wheel or whatever.
Yeah.
What did you win? Glasses? Sunglasses?
Yeah, I got a pair of sunglasses.
You got a pair of sunglasses, and then I spun the wheel, and I thought I got the same thing. Turns out I got the most expensive item on the wheel. I got a little speaker, has no bass but a lot of tenor, and it's fire.
Nice.
But
How big is it?
no, it's like a little. It's like a tire, so it's in the what's the tire brand? Starts with an F.
Pirelli.
Yeah. Yeah, Pirelli. Why was I thinking F? I don't know.
I don't know. I can't help you out.
I appreciate you thinking you could help me out. But he hands it to me. He's like, oh, you won the speak. Well, I actually didn't know what it was. I thought it was like a weird trophy thing. And he hands it to me, and I grab it, and it's like, I don't know, it's like got the paper around it, but it doesn't have top or bottom. So when I grabbed it, the speaker literally just fell out and fell down like the flight of stairs that we were standing on top of. And he's like that. Well, he was like, well, this is like the most expensive thing that we had. It's like about worth $40 or whatever. And I was like, oh, so cool. And then he hands it to me, and it drops, falls to the ground. He's like, well, now it might be worth $2. And I was like, damn, but it works fine.
Maybe that's why there's no bass.
That could be why there's no bass. We don't know for sure, but I would like to say it did have a little bit of protective gear on it. So
It was just an open bag with.
no, it was like a box, and like
Oh.
the sleeve, it fell out of the sleeve, but they still had the box on it, so it should be fine.
Okay.
But anyway, so then we did the sim racing, and Micah went first. How did your experience on the sim race go?
Mine was fine. First lap, I made it out of the pit lane and went straight into the wall in the first corner. And then it wouldn't reset for me. Finally got it to
Oh yeah,
reset.
you're right. Yeah.
And then it was fine. I think I completed like 2.5 laps, only spinning out on, what was it, corner 5 or something like that.
You and I spun out on the same corner. I think it was 5, and it's just a really sharp left.
So sharp.
And we had our clutch too high. Like we clutched too high in the gear, so we were in like gear 5.
Oh, so it was like manual.
We should have been. Yeah, we should have been in 3 or 2.
Yeah, yeah.
And I went. It was like one of those like Lightning McQueen moments where like turn right to go left. We turned left and went straight into the wall. It did not turn one bit. But then I went and I was cooking my first lap, like doing really good. And then I wiped out, hit a wall, and I wrecked myself. So I had to restart. And I was so close to the finish line. I proceeded for the next 4 minutes to like reset 5 times because I would get out and then crash in a corner that was like way sooner. And then I'm pretty sure we were racing with the people. Like all the simulators were connected to the same track, so you were technically racing other people. I'm pretty sure someone hit the back of my car, spun me out, ran into a wall, had to restart again. I was like, because I remember spinning out and seeing the car driving behind me, and then keep looking, and I was like, "You son of a bitch." But anyway, so we did that on like 2 weekends ago, 3 weekends ago.
Have you seen those videos where people have like their own like car simulator thing?
That would be like I would use
they-
it one time, but that'd be so fun.
But then they like do the crash out things where they.
Oh,
just,
you're
like-
talking about like the
Yeah,
the truck,
yeah.
like the one kid who's like, oh, he's eating a donut in like the like police outfit or whatever,
Yeah,
and he
yeah.
gets the call and he's like, oh, I'm on my way, and he's like, turns on his lights or whatever, and he's like, phew, and he's like driving or whatever, and then he hits the water and dies. Yeah, I
And then
know.
you go from crashing. Yeah.
Dude, I wish I could do that. I don't think I'd be that entertaining enough. Also, I'm not a good enough driver. You know what I'm saying? Like, I get the point is also not to be a good driver because you want to crash and kill yourself.
Yeah, yeah.
But like, I'm not wrong.
Yeah.
I'm not wrong. Oh, I don't see many of their popular clips of them successfully getting their truckload to the location.
That's true. That's true.
You know. Okay. What else did we do, Micah?
We got July 4th.
Oh, that's right. We did. We did Rock Band. So I bought a Rock Band for the boys. Which we
For
still
the
have,
Wii
we
or
still have to
something?
split up for the Wii. We still have to split up. I never found out it. I put a message. I'm like, yo, because people were like, oh, I'll pitch in. So then I bought it, got the guy down to 100, and I was like, that's an easy number. So we just need to like 5 people, $20. You know,
Yeah.
6 people, whatever that is. I don't want to do the math. You know, it's like, and so I just see Micah go.
6 people.
100 divided by 6.
17.5.
That'll be 16.66.
Close. That's why you're a music major.
I don't know. I think I was doing good in math.
That was
during-
pretty good. I don't think I would have got there that quick.
I had to do a lot of conversions in the Philippines. I'm like, oh, this is 132 pesos. It's $1 for 55 pesos, and then I was doing like, oh, this is like $2 and like 20 cents or something.
Did you have to do any bargaining with people?
Uh,
Did you get them down?
It was my dad did. My dad did
yeah.
bargain.
I guess there's a language barrier.
Yeah, I mean they can speak English.
No,
as,
did
like,
they
a
do the
second
calculator
language,
thing where they show you the calculator? They're like, no.
No,
And then they point to the
like,
calculator?
No,
They didn't do that?
no, I didn't.
Ah.
I didn't bargain.
When we were in China, and same when we went to New York for the band trip, when we went to the Chinatown, but they have calculator because they don't speak English.
Yeah.
And we walk by and obviously they're like, Americans spend money, like, and they'll be like $100, 100 or whatever their currency is, like 100, and then you're like, no, and then they're like, and then you go to walk away and they're like, wait, and then they're like 85, like, but they're not saying 85, they're just showing the calculator pointing. You're like, no. I had one good bid. I got it down really low, and it probably was still too much. Like there's a video of a guy being like, I don't know, like $160, 500, or it was 500 for this bag, and he's like, not too much. And the guy's like, wait. I think this was like in Nigeria or something like that, or South America or South Africa. And he's like, wait. And he's like, 400. He's like, no, not too much. And he goes to walk. He's like, wait. He's like 200. And he's like, oh, not too much. And he walks away. And he's like, no, like 100. And he's like, okay, we're talking. No. And he walks away. He proceeds to get the guy down to like 30. And the guy was originally selling it for 500. So I'm thinking a lot of those times they're making bank no matter what they negotiate.
Right.
You know?
Yeah, no, I didn't go for any collectibles. I mean, like we went to a mall where you could buy collectibles for like Transformers or like anime and stuff like that.
Okay.
So you could like bargain.
Yeah.
But like my dad bargained, but he was, He could speak the language. I can't. So
Yeah. What did he get? Did he get a good deal on it? Whatever he bought.
I think he got a good deal. I think it was like, I can't remember how much he got off, but he got what he wanted for the price. So he was okay with it.
That's good. As long as it's good.
I'm a pro at bartering here in America, though.
Yeah.
I'll tell you that much.
Yeah.
So.
What, you got a story?
Did I tell you I bought a Barry Sachs?
You were talking
Have I
about
told you the
buying
story?
one. I don't know if you told me you bought it. Maybe
I-
you did, but I don't know the story of you
So
bartering.
I bought a Barry Sachs.
'Kay.
Okay. So I was playing Barry Sachs for like band and stuff.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
like,
yeah.
I kind of really want my own Barry Sachs.
Yep.
So there's this Barry Sachs on Facebook Marketplace.
Okay.
And so it's like a professional level Barry Sachs. I'm like, oh, this would be good to
Yeah,
have.
yeah.
And then I was talking to my parents. I'm like, if I got this, would you be willing to lend me like $5,000 or something like that?
That's so.
It was $7,000
Instruments
originally
are so
like that.
expensive.
Yeah.
Oh,
But it
okay.
was $7,000.
It was 7,000. Okay, that's
You
where we're
can-
starting.
You buy it online for like 9,000 or something.
Okay,
Brand
Michael,
new.
let's double check the math.
Yeah.
Where can we buy a new sack? What's the brand?
So it's a Yanagasawa
GG,
Barry
Micah.
Sachs.
How do you spell that?
Yeah. YANIGAWSA.
W.
And
Barry
so
saxophone. What do we got? A price tag on it?
like $9,000
Wait.
on average.
It's
All right,
like
we got
$200.
Whoa.
Oh, here we go. The shock. That's why I feel like it could
Okay.
be more.
Okay. Sweetwater. You guys know Sweetwater? It's like a used music.
Oh, okay.
Sales
Like a
online.
website. Okay.
$9,099, right?
Yeah.
10K.
I'm seeing one for the. How
Low
do you pronounce the
price
brand
of-
again?
Yanagasawa.
That one.
Yeah.
Elite baritone saxophone, sterling silver. Let's guess the price on that.
Oh, yeah. Let
Ooh,
us guess.
silver?
Let us guess.
That's easily
Elite.
15.
Elite baritone saxophone, sterling silver.
It's
it
the
looks
sterling.
beautiful.
I think it's 15.
I'm going 17,354.
You guys are both absolutely wrong.
Damn.
$20,000.
Hey, I was closer. I just want that put it.
$20,000 and $999. So $21,000 will get you a sterling silver.
Thankfully, I didn't get
Hey.
silver. I got a regular lacquered instrument.
Okay.
So he was offering $7,000 because he just wanted a motorcycle. So I'm like,
Facts.
okay, I could probably bargain with this guy.
Yeah,
so I'm
yeah.
like, hey, I'm a college kid.
And this is on like line.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
a
okay,
college
okay.
kid. I'm interested in this Barry Sachs. What's the lowest you can go? Doesn't respond. And so I'm like, okay. So I talked to my parents.
play
I'm like,
hardball?
how much are you willing to like
Yeah,
lend
yeah.
me? Are you willing to lend me like $5,000? And we're talking, and my dad goes, I'm not giving you any more than $5,500. I'm not loaning you more than that.
Yeah,
I'm like,
yeah.
okay, so there's my limit. And I go message the guy, and I did this poorly. I said, would you be willing to do for $5,000 or something like that? I think I go for like $5,000 as like my offer or
Okay.
something. I should have gone with like $4,000 or
Yeah,
something.
yeah. That's what I was gonna
You
say.
know,
I'm like, the 5K didn't seem low enough.
I can't remember what I did.
Because you got to lowball them really low.
I think I-
and hope that doesn't insult them to get the conversation
Yeah.
going.
I might have done like I think I said $4,000.
Yeah.
And then I like bumped it up to like 4.5K, something like that. And he goes, no, I wanted the lowest I can do is $6,000. And I'm like, well, can you do $5,000? And he's like, no. And I'm like, what about 5.5? And he's like, oh, the lowest I can do is 5.8K. And then I'm like, okay, well, and I'm like hard stuck at 5.5K because that's where my parents are like willing to lend me. And
Yeah.
I'm kind of strapped on cash, so I'm
Yeah,
not
yeah.
willing to put 300 on my own.
Yeah.
So I went, Lord, if the guy doesn't go down to 5.5K, it's a sign that I shouldn't get the Barry Sachs at this time.
Yep.
His truck breaks down. He messages me and goes, hey, something happened with my truck. I actually need the money right now. I'm willing to sell it to you for 5.5K. But he's like, but you need to pick it up today. I'm like, this guy just gave me like a
I'm there.
a day notice.
That's well, okay. Fact, day notice, tough.
Yeah.
But God told
We
you
got
you
it.
needed the Barry
yeah.
Sachs.
So
he
we
literally took the guy's truck down for you.
yeah. So and it was nice. It like not even like more than a few years old. Like the case was
That's
really nice.
insane.
Like the
So we're
pads
saying
were
we have
really
a Barry
good.
Sachs for our band now.
Yeah, we really
Dude, we should talk about that. We did a jam session.
Yeah, we did.
That was
Yeah.
so fun. We need
was
to do it
good.
again.
Your parent? Did you ever get videos from your parents?
I got Well, I record. So my parents, and I knew this going into it. They do like we record 5 seconds here, 10 seconds there,
Yeah,
15 there. So you don't actually get a full song. So that's why I brought my iPad. And I was like, Dad, record off this iPad, so that at least we have something like full. And it's bad quality, but I'm like, just something. And he records off it, and we showed it. And it's funny because Drake's like dial is like a little quiet, but right when you're about to be like, is he even playing? You hear the boom, 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 whatever we're playing.
Yeah.
It was pretty fire though. That was a lot
That
of fun.
was good. That was a lot of fun. I played songs that I never would normally play.
Yeah, that's true.
My-
that is very true.
Yeah, my family has a band, right? My
Yep.
family does their own band. I do keys on that,
Yep.
fine. And then, but we normally play like popular songs, like pop songs
Damn.
and other
Okay.
stuff.
Shit.
You know?
Roast all my music.
No. I mean,
my problem
good.
is I
It
can't
was good.
play anything more better than that. Like
No, well,
skill wise.
But it's kind of not. It's a good change of pace because it's
Yeah.
for me. It was like figuring out, okay, how should I play
Yep. The style
chords and
of
stuff like that.
Yep. No, that was good.
Yeah, it was nice.
No, I have like.
We jammed for like 3 hours or something.
No, it was longer than that. I
Really?
think you showed up at like 3:30,
Oh yeah,
4.
we were there.
That's
for-
the crazy. Okay, so you show up with keys and a bass guitar because Drake's broke.
Oh yeah.
And so we had this whole conversation of like, bring amp. Nope, don't bring amp. I'm like, I got an amp. Like, we can use that amp if we need to. Drake's like, I'll bring an amp. But then we said, don't bring his bass. We didn't bring an amp. Luckily, we literally had like enough amps for everyone, right?
Yeah.
The other crazy thing is you were like, your keyboard is like older, right?
Yeah,
It's an older style, older model. It's been through it. It's been through a lot of gigs.
Yeah.
And so, but you had like multiple power chords. Did you have two different ones?
The power chords were like they're tearing. You know?
Yep. But you're like, one of them works for sure. I know that. And I'm like, awesome, sweet, let's go. Proceed to plug the first one in. Nothing. And it's like, oh, that's fine. It must be the second one because you haven't used it in a while.
Yeah.
And plug it in, nothing. We then mess around with the chord for like 15 minutes. Still get nothing. And it's at the point to where it's like your alto sax was in the shop.
Yeah.
So it's not like the jam sessions is over.
Yeah.
Unless you wanted to play tenor sax, but which I learned later on that key is sticky, so you wouldn't have been able to play it anyway. But I'm like, you know what? We have a lot of old technology in this house in the basement somewhere in some box. We could go downstairs to just see if for some reason there's like a computer cord or something.
First
that would,
time
like,
I was in your basement, by the way.
this is true.
you
Kind
know?
of sketchy, right? It's old, scary.
Yeah, but hey, it's
Yeah.
interesting just peering into your life a little bit.
Yeah,
the
get a little
basement.
behind the scenes action.
Yeah.
But anyway, we go downstairs. We're looking for the bin. I find the bin,
Yeah.
and there's like 4 chords that like kind of look like they could work. I don't know what they went to. Like
Yeah.
definitely like old stuff. We bring them up. We test like the first one, it's too small. Second one's too big. The third one fits, but nothing happens. And it's like, oh well, this is the last chord. We'll see if this works. We plug it in. We get power. And it's like, what? Like this has got to be like to some Toshiba computer back in like 2010. Like this is crazy.
No,
it's
it's a really small chance too because
Yeah.
like piano outlets, like
Oh,
the
and
power is, like,
you needed
they're
a specific
very,
wattage
they're
too,
so
and
specific.
and that it was just crazy that it was like, let's freaking go. And then Drake showed up, and then we got to jam out.
yeah, we jammed. For a
It's
long
I was
time.
gonna upload those videos, but
That's right. I ate dinner at your.
yeah, dude, that was such a. And then we had those gross like mojito, Galapagos like drink like it was White Claw did like this like thing where it's like, hey, instead of like mixing your drinks, we mixed it for you, and it was like it's like the grossest drink you would have ever tasted in your life. But we got it for some reason, and we just had like 3 left over. So I'm like, perfect. Each of us can drink one.
Yeah.
And I knew which one was the worst one. So I was like, hey, let's pull let's do a number, whatever, some randomization of which one you guys get.
Yeah.
And I spun you guys first, so you had a better chance not to get it. And then I think you ended up with it, and you took like 2 sips, and you're like, can't do it. It's bad.
Well, I don't drink alcohol either.
Yeah.
As much.
As
so.
much anymore.
Not
But that's
as no
about
no
to
no no
change.
as much. Period. There was one time I went. Oh,
Hey, no, it's gonna be 2 times after this weekend.
No.
Yes, sir.
There was one time I went to my buddy's wedding. My buddy Jacob was getting married.
Yep.
And so the night before we were like hanging out. We were having like a few and whatnot.
Yep.
But
Couple
there were.
brewskis with the boys.
I only had one, and so it was like.
This makes the story 10 times
But
better.
yeah, but here's it was like they mixed like their own Arnold Palmer. So like we had
okay.
iced tea and
Never
then
mind.
like
I
we
thought
had,
it was like a can of something. Okay, makes sense.
yeah.
Yeah.
So like But it was like
Strong.
a shot and a half of like this lemon like drink or something.
1, 2 shots
yeah,
of
yeah.
vodka. Glug, 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 glug.
But I was like, it was. I do this weird thing. I'm gonna demonstrate it right
All
now.
right, let's do
I
it.
go like
Let's get a
this.
close up.
I go like this. This is what I do, just to test like how delayed my response is.
Oh, okay, yeah.
For like.
How delayed were we?
It was like, oh, this is like I'm pretty like, you know,
Okay, so
like
if we,
I drink enough.
so hear me out.
yeah, yeah.
If
yeah.
we play beer darts, do we just have to get you like non-alcoholic beers or something like that so you can play?
You want to know something? Never been wasted.
This weekend looks like a good one. I'm looking at Micah. Micah's looking at me. He's looking at you. All right, we can come back to that discussion off the pod.
Off the pod.
That's
off the
actually going to be
pod.
on our Patreon. You can go subscribe to it. It's $20 a month. No.
Starting a Patreon.
It's just the boys chatting, you know.
Yeah.
But then, so, dude, I bought a PlayStation 2.
You did.
Yep.
For what?
Exactly. No, there's this game that I used to play at my uncle's.
Uh-huh.
Their family had
Shout out
it.
to uncles.
Shout out uncles for providing the
yeah.
games when our family didn't have any games.
Yeah, yeah.
And it's called Buzz Junior. We're definitely gonna play it at some point. I don't know when.
Can I guess what it is? Is it Buzz Lightyear?
No, yeah. Guess what type of game you think it is?
I'm guessing it's like a shooter.
Okay.
No,
Micah?
no. You're
Micah,
not.
you said shooter. Micah.
No way.
Buzz.
Hold up.
My guess is okay. Like puzzle game
Okay.
or like a.
I would.
But like a first or third person
No,
puzzle
we're
game.
cooked.
Oh.
No, it's done.
Well,
you were close.
Is it a role play game?
No, so it's like a. The brand is like the type of game is called Buzz, and this is like one of their games from the franchise Buzz.
Uh-huh.
And what it is there's 4 monkeys in the jungle, and you compete in these little challenges, to earn bananas based on where you place in the challenge. 4, 3, 2, 1, and your goal is to have the most bananas by the time you play like whatever short game, quick game, long game, medium game. Anyway,
It's like Mario Party.
kind of, but it's like OG, and the games are like so fire on it. Like
Yeah,
there's
yeah,
like
yeah.
one where you free fall, but someone has a weight, and you have to like talk. Like if you're holding on to the weight, you get points, and you toss it to other people, but you don't know when the cliff ends. So if you have the weight when you get too low, then you're cooked and you die and you lose all your points, and and then it goes like, you know, so it's like little fun games. Like there's one where it's like
chicken.
yeah, it's like this. Then there's like one where like there's a light that flashes, and like if you click it right when it's over you, and it starts really fast and slowly slows down. If you click it on you, then you get to like electrocute someone. If you like electrocute someone 3 times, they're out of the round. You know, like just like little fun games like that. And I've always wanted it, and I convinced all my siblings to go in on it with me. But now I think at this point I'm just gonna buy it myself because I got it all pretty cheap. Like the PlayStation, it was some guy in Oshkosh. He had Battlefront 2 on the PlayStation, so I was like, that'd be the only game I'd ever want on PlayStation 2 besides the one I bought. So I'm like, let's go. I talked him down he had it at 135, went down to 110, and I talked him down to 90 because I lowballed him with like 80.
Yeah.
And he was like, no, I can do like 100. And I was like, 90. Let's meet in the middle. And he's like, yeah, I could do that. So I met him, picked it up. And then the game cost like $8 on this website that I thought was a scam. But they pretty clutch. I don't remember what it was, though, what the brand was called or what the website was. Something game. And then the thing with this is you have to have a specific type of control. It's not the PlayStation controller. You don't use it. It's a specific buzzer controller. And that's what's tricky is there's not a ton left. So I luckily I was like scouring through eBay trying to like get through the ones that are like trying to steal your money and I don't act for pride and like real ones. And I found someone who had it and was able to get it for like $30-$45 or whatever, the 4 controllers or whatever, which is like the cheapest. Most of them are like close to like 100 or whatever for just the controller. And I'm like, that's like tough, you know, but you got to do what you got to do. So we have the makings now for Buzz Jr. Monkey. I don't know if it's Monkey, but anyway, so we'll have to play it sometime. Maybe we play it on stream.
Yeah.
Get that low graphic on, you know, PlayStation 2. Anyway, so I bought that. That
Playing
was pretty
retro
hype.
games. That's crazy.
Yeah, we had a lot of cool podcasts recently. We had the Astronomers on, which I talked about earlier. That was a crazy episode. I know that episode's like probably like maybe 5-6 removed now, but we never got a chance to actually talk about it. But literally the fact that the tornado sirens went off at the end of that episode was kind of funny. And then we proceeded to go into our basement and like then I basically just finished the podcast down there. I should have recorded it just for like fun, but I finished the episode there. I just continued to ask all the questions I wanted to ask. Like I asked him, I was like, so like what would be if you started a band, you're starting over. What would be the 5 instruments you would like get? You know, and they were like, well, you need a guitar, bass, drum, keys, saxophone.
Crazy.
And I'm like, now you know why I'm asking people
Yeah,
who's
yeah,
playing
yeah,
what
yeah.
instrument. We got almost the whole band here.
Yeah.
Well, they said vocals, but I'm like, that's a given. I'll give you vocals. That's
Yeah,
not an
yeah.
instrument, that way. But it was so funny. We were in our basement, disgusting basement, as you know. Like, it's just old, house was built the studio was built in like 18 something. And and so it was just funny to have them down there. I gave Ben a beer and we were just drinking down there. And then the siren stopped, cleared up, and we were like, okay, sweet. They're like, okay, we're gonna sneak out, try to get back. And I was like, yep, best of luck, cool. They leave. 2 minutes later, sirens turn back on. And I'm like, well, and my mom's like, call them back. They need to come back. I'm like, no, they're fine. I'm like, they know if they need to come back, they can come back. I'm like, I think they were just ready to go. I'm like, the basement's sketchy. The weather is fine for the moment. Like, I think they're fine. We're gonna let them go.
Yeah.
But that was kind of funny. But then that led us to they told us that they had a concert like a month away. So Micah, you were supposed to come, Josh, but you didn't want to come.
Sorry.
But I got Micah, Alex, and his name Charlie. I think his name's Charlie. What's his friend's name?
His name was
Charlie.
Charlie.
I swear. Oh, I literally asked him too the other day because I was like, dude, I forgot your friend's name, Alex. Alex the TD. I was like, what's your friend's name? And he said it to me. It starts with a C. That's what I know.
Charlie, Chuck.
No. It
Chip.
Yeah, I got no idea. Chippendale Rescue Rangers. Okay. Anyway. But anyway, so we went to the show, which was really good. Micah, that was your first time going to an Astronomer concert. And they played only new music besides like 3 songs, which was kind of cool to see that experience.
That is nice.
Yeah.
I saw like an Instagram video of like nobody's gonna pop out at Oshkosh, Wisconsin, and then there's like a video.
Yeah.
Was there a lot of people there?
There was a decent amount. What would you say? Like 200?
I would say like 200 in the concert, but
because the venue was cool. Like the venue had like the actual stage, but then there was a bar, but you could see through the bar. So if you didn't want to pay for the actual venue, you could technically sit in the bar and kind of hear the music for sure, but then see a little bit of it, which I think is cool because that just like promotes their band even more for people that are just going to the bar, not necessarily because they're there, So I thought that was a cool area. But the fun part of the night, the second fun part of the night, actually, wait, before we get there, I was talking to Michael after that, and he was like, he's like, I had to take my sunglasses off because he wears sunglasses on stage sometimes, and he happened to that night. He's like, I had to make sure that was you or whatever in the front or whatever. I was like, thanks, homie. But then I felt bad because he like singled me out later on in the show.
Yeah.
To the only song and only part that I didn't know, lyrically.
You threw.
I threw so hard. He literally hits me with like the back and forth, and I'm like, I don't got it. I don't got it like that. So I felt so bad because I'm like, literally, you could have hit me in any other song, and I would have been there. I at least knew most of the words or like the part that you would have like expected. So that was an L. But then the night picked up because we went out to what was the Leg Lamp? Was that the bar we went to in Appleton? It was the place to be that night. You had said you had been there before, Micah?
I had been there once with coworkers from when I was down in Atlanta who now work up in Neenah.
Okay.
But the night I was there was not as busy or as crazy as the night that we had.
Dude, so we get there. I don't even know. What time did we get there? Like 9?
Yeah, 9:30 maybe.
Yeah, because the concert would have ended. Yeah, something like that. Because the concert would have ended. We would have waited to say hi, waited to the end. And we get up there, and the music is like okay, and there's like maybe 6 people on the dance floor. Most people are like just chilling out by the bar, and it's not packed. So we walked in. It's like, okay, there's enough people to not feel awkward on the dance floor. Just like if you were the only ones, that'd be awkward. Which Alex and I have done. We went to Molly's at like 1 a.m. because it was the last stop. We were the only people on the dance floor with the DJ. That was kind of funny.
Dubs.
Okay, coming back on track. But then we're like, okay, let's go get our drinks. We get our drinks, and then we go to the dance floor.
Yeah.
And we start dancing, having a good time, and then there's this group of like women come up to us, and one of them points at me and is like, "F Oshkosh," like intensely, and it was like funny, playful,
Yeah,
but it was
yeah.
like kind of intense. And I was like, oh, I'm like, haha, where are you from? And they're like, we're from Platteville, right? Or was it Stevens Point?
Point.
It was Point.
Oh yeah.
Same old same. What's up with you? No, I'm just kidding. Oh, they're from Point, and I guess it came down to they just didn't like our softball team because they played softball.
Oh.
But they proceeded then through the rest of the night to continue to like flip me off in like a, I wouldn't necessarily say flirtatious way, but just
What was that
Yeah,
look?
that
What was
right,
that look?
That right
Micah?
there is a lie. The one main perpetrator that was doing it all night was definitely flirting.
But I guess we just learned that's not my flirtatious style. So if you're trying to flirt with me, you're trying to pick me up at the bar, don't do that. Don't continue to say F the school that I went to and do nothing else besides that.
They were probably like,
Nope, they weren't. That's the
Really?
sad part.
That's
At that
crazy.
point in the night. But then they kept like trying to get close to us and like dance with us. So then our chant, Micah, I'll let you do the honors, was
Defense, defense, defense,
so whenever they'd start getting close to like one of us, we would like close off the group or like move away, and we just slowly start chanting. Oh, and by this point, I didn't say that. So we started the dancing, really real dancing on the floor. Like literally within 30 minutes, it starts packing in, and we're like sardines on the dance floor.
Yeah.
So I'm not saying we started the dance floor, but we kind of did.
yeah,
you know?
yeah.
But so like we're tight with people, and they just start getting closer. We're like defense, and we just slowly like cut off our until it was so funny. But there was some crazy stuff that happened that night. Like
Stuff you want to share
I-
on the podcast, or leave it out.
I think we could share it. It's kind of crazy. Let's be real here. Realistically, we don't have a correct timestamp because we started the episode 20 minutes late because we had some camera issues. But I feel like at this point, if you're watching the show, you're a real one. Only real ones would get this far into the show. Appreciate you all, whatever camera you're at. And Micah just going hitting every single one. Okay, no, let's tell them the real stories, the real stuff that happened that night. Micah he fell in love.
Okay.
What?
All right.
Hang
all
on.
right.
This is the first time I'm hearing about this.
Okay.
Hang on. What?
Hey,
It was literally the woman of his dreams.
do you want me to tell?
Yeah, 100%.
I need
Ooh.
like height. Wait.
No,
Whoa.
yo, he's trying to get the
Chill.
biometers. That's crazy.
Okay. Well, I can give you height. Probably 5'6", 5'5", maybe.
So same height as
I would say maybe shorter,
Shorter, really?
but I also was drinking that night.
Okay, shorter.
She
shorter
just
than
seemed
me.
really short. I'm
Shorter
not
than
gonna
me.
lie. She was way shorter than you.
Okay, so we had the group of people. Alex had some friends there, right?
Yep. Yeah, he had from work, from the
From
airport.
work. So his
Yep.
coworkers were there. Great group of people.
Yeah,
like
great people.
fun to hang out
Great
with.
people.
Two of them, brother and sister, decided to bring their grandmother to the bar. Who
Of the ripe
was-
age of like had been 75.
Yeah, I was gonna say 75 minimum, 78, 80. It was like
Yeah, I don't know about 80.
Wait,
I mean,
hang on.
honestly, could be.
it could be.
Wait, hang on.
It could be.
Is-
We don't know.
Is Micah's crush an 80-year-old grandma?
No, okay, so this was the joke, right? We're the
Okay.
ones starting the dance floor.
Yeah,
we're,
yeah.
we're in the big group, big circle on the dance floor. We get people moving.
Uh-huh.
The grandmother's, of course, also there.
Yep.
And, of course, we've had a few to drink.
This is true.
Great.
We were
great
having a
beers,
good
great
time.
beers.
What can we
Great-
say?
Great time.
It was early night. Like, obviously, we didn't drink and drive. We
No,
let
right.
it, simmer a little.
So we start. We're in the circle dancing, and I jokingly make a comment being like, "That's my girl," which then becomes the entire night of her just being there, and they're like, "Yo, go talk to her, go talk to her," as they're pointing at the 78-year-old grandmother dancing, drinking on the dance floor.
Hitting whatever pen she has in
Yeah,
her hand.
I
It was
was like, what?
crazy. Dude, the craziest thing is when like everyone starts like dancing next to each other, and you know what I mean by dancing next to each other. The grandma was getting some action. That's all I'm saying. And I'm like, this is crazy, and I am uncomfortable. Defense. Dude, but that was like a crazy part of the night. I walked into the bathroom because you have to go to the bathroom,
Yeah,
and
of course.
and there's a guy next to me, and he's like, I don't know how he started the conversation, but relatively he was like, "Yo, how's your night been?" And I was like, "Pretty good. How about yours?" And he's like, not a lot of options out there. And at first it took me back. I was like, okay, all right, that's where this conversation's going. I'm like, yeah. He's like, yeah, they're only blonde. Which he wasn't wrong. For some reason, every female was like blonde besides like one who had white hair.
So you lied to me. There was no Filipinos there.
No, they all were blonde. No. Yeah, there was not a single Filipino. And maybe one. I doubt it. Mike,
You're
do you
trying
think,
to
do you think there was
guilt-trip me.
one?
I think if there is one, we
Did
never
never saw it.
Yeah,
Saw her. Saw her.
saw it. Yeah,
all of my buddies, they're like, when I was like, I'm going to the Philippines to find a wife, they're like,
Yep.
don't accidentally fall in love with the lady boys.
Don't want them later, boys.
I'm like, okay, I'll try to avoid them, and yeah,
Yep.
I avoided them successfully. I avoided all women successfully.
Almost.
apparently.
Almost. You got a story for no?
No.
It was so close, but then I saw the Adams. No.
Actually, you know what's crazy? Going back to like going through the mall, like
Yeah.
you know, like how people would be like, "Excuse me, sir, do you have some time?" Like if
Oh,
you're
yeah,
walking by,
yeah.
like they would go, "Yes, boy," which is like, "Yes, sir." Like that's how they would get you know. All of
But
the
with like a
ladies.
little bit of a
yeah, but
flamboyant
but
ending.
then, well, all of the ladies would do that, you know, like
Ladies or lady boys?
ladies. But then there was one lady.
Wait, hold up. The ladies were catcalling you?
They like, yeah, that's how they would just get your attention to be like to buy their stuff, you know.
Oh,
They go
okay.
like,
I
"Yes,
thought they.
boy," you
Okay,
know,
I
stuff
was
like
trying
that.
to figure out what they were selling. Makes sense.
But
They're
then
at
there
a
was,
table.
but then we ran into one, and then they went,
Ooh.
"Yes, boy," and then I'm like, "Nope."
Did you say nope to him?
Nope. My brother, he started laughing as soon as they said I'm like,
Say
"Keep
the ball."
walking, just keep walking, and then they actually,
Serpentine.
and then
They followed.
after we go upstairs, we hear yelling, and it's that person arguing with another vendor. That was
Really?
yeah, and they were
Crowding the
And I
area,
heard-
crouching in.
yep, and I heard, "You're ugly," and it's like, "No, I'm pretty." Like you're stupid and like stuff like that, and then the cops had to pull like the vendors away.
Dang,
Yeah,
Had to pull the plugs on both of them.
yeah. So they both left. Yeah, that was my only encounter. That was
That's
it.
crazy.
That was it.
The only ladyboy encounter in the Philippines.
Yep.
What percentage of the population is ladyboy?
I don't know. Don't ask me. I do know that most of the population there is mostly Catholic, you know.
Yep.
So,
Yep.
when we went to the mall, there was a church in every mall.
What percentage of female to male ratio is the Philippines?
That's a good question.
Because you know, like how there's so many more males in China
Yeah.
because due to the one child policy, like, and that's lifted. I think now it's 2. Let's
Yep,
go.
Yep.
But like people would like obviously have son, we're good. Or if they had a daughter, they would like get rid of the daughter to have a son because you want the lineage. But then the problem is when everyone's doing that, there's no women to marry.
I feel like it's mostly even. I could be
Yeah.
wrong, but I want to say that it's around 55% male.
55 male, 45 women.
Yeah.
Well, 44 women, 1%. We don't know. All right, Micah.
all right. Looking it up,
Yep.
females have the lead at 50.12%.
Wow.
Your odds were so high, Josh. You sold.
So
us.
males account for
I didn't actually
49.88.
realize that.
And what was the male?
49.88%.
Does that equal 100%?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't hear the point. I thought they had a 0.0 something in there. I wanted to know what that was for. Yeah. Okay. What else did we do? Oh my gosh. So the other day, this week's been kind of rough. It's been raining often, and I work my part-time job after my full-time job is cut grass. Makes it challenging when it's pouring rain.
Yeah.
So it rains Sunday, which is when I usually cut because no one's using any of the equipment. I can just get it done in one day, right?
Yeah.
Well, it rained Sunday, so I had to push it off till Monday. The problem with that is like I can't do my full job after work. So I work from 4 a.m. or not 4 a.m. from 5 a.m. to 3 p.m. for my actual job, and then I'll maybe get to my part-time job at 4 p.m. and sun goes down by like 8-ish, like, and I don't have lights on mine, so
Yeah.
I got to get back to the shop, and so my school takes about like 5.5 hours.
Yeah.
So I'm never able to actually cut the full thing on Monday. So I left like a back portion of it. So then I'm like, I'll just cut it Tuesday. and it said like it's gonna rain a little bit, not too much. I'm like, yeah, that should be fine. I can cut like on a little bit wet, just can't be soaking. Tuesday proceeds to be like the worst storm ever. Here's the kicker. I come out of work at Alliance, pull into the driveway, look at my weather app. Oh, okay, it's gonna get sunny. They're not sunny, but it's just gonna be cloudy with sun. Yeah. Perfect. I go upstairs. My phone's at like 2% because I didn't charge it at work. So I was like, oh, let me just plug it in for a little bit so I have enough to get me through cutting grass.
Yeah.
So I left all my windows down and sunroof open because my car gets so hot when like it's just
summer,
in the parking lot. Get the sun beating on it, right? So I'm like, I don't want to be in that car. I'll just leave it open because it's only going to take like 20 minutes. I hear a little sprinkle. I'm like, oh, it's not too bad. Like in the sense of like, it should be fine to cut. Like it's like 20 minutes later. Then it starts downpouring, and I'm like, I guess I'm not cutting grass today, you know. My sister knocks on my door. Hey, I think all your car windows are down. And I'm like, oh, no. And so I sprint downstairs to and I walk out, and the gutter is full with stuff. So it feels like I'm at like one of those jungle gyms on the water park where like big gushes of water just start hitting. Like it's the hardest rain that we've gotten probably in the last like 3 years.
Yeah.
Like it didn't rain really long, but it was heavy. I get to my car. All of the like cup holders are full of water. My seats are saturated, and like I'm like, yo, this is not good. I like close everything up. I'm like trying to dry it all off, and I'm like, dang it, like it's so bad. I'm like, I'm not gonna deal with it. Like, let me go back inside. I'll like fix it later. It stops raining literally within 5 minutes. And it was like some crazy pop-up storm that didn't pop up on the weather app that then I got nailed with. And then I'm like, so then I go down, like my dad was like there, so he helped me a little bit to like dry everything up, get the cup holders empty, right? And then I'm like, he's like, I was gonna close my windows, and he's like, honestly, I would just leave them open, try to get that airflow, right? Because it was like sunny again. I come back here, like 3 hours late because it was too wet then to cut grass because it poured so heavy. And my sister's like, hey, I think your car windows are open. And I'm like, yeah, I know. I'm trying to dry it out. I got poured on, you know. And then like an hour later, I go down and I feel my car and it's more damp. I think my sister was like, hey, it's raining outside again after it said it wasn't going to rain. The second time, after I put all my windows back down to air it out, my car gets soaked again. But I'm here being like, I thought my sister was like, hey, your car windows are down, just so you know, like, don't forget. And I was like, yeah, I'm airing it out because I got poured on. Well, she was thinking that I was talking about the one that currently was happening. And then I was like, so I had to dry out my car again, and like I went to work the next day, and I had to like put a towel down and then a blanket, and my butt. And then what happens is my car holds water sometimes, like when it gets heavy rain, like from the sunroof, which was open, and I think the capsules that like hold any leakage that usually dries out really quickly was full, obviously. And so when I was like hitting the gas and we'd accelerate just a little bit up, the water would like drip out from that on top of me as I'm driving. I'm like going to work, tired as heck. And I'm like, I hate my life right now. This is terrible. I'm getting like rained on while I'm driving with all the windows up, and my car keeps fogging up because there's so much like water vapor in my car currently.
At least you wake up from it. You're like, oh, the water.
Yeah. So that was my that was like how I did my Tuesday night and Wednesday morning, was me trying to dry out my car. And then my car seat was still. So then I like felt it after I got out of work, and I was like, oh, it's pretty dry. Went to the school then to finish cutting Wednesday because that dried up, and I like get in my seat, I get out, and I'm like, my butt is still wet. I'm like, damn, the car seat's.
Is it still wet?
No, so then I put them out because it was dry that day, Wednesday. So I put all the windows down and then it dried out finally. But I was like, damn, I got cooked twice by the weather app. They lied to me.
I've had to drive a forklift like while it was raining, and I would it rained.
Are you forklift certified?
At Walmart, yeah.
Let's go.
I know. I am Power Jack certified, Scissors Lift certified, Hockey Stacker certified.
This guy is. How many people? Is that a common thing or one of a kind?
Not really common to get all trained on all of it.
He's just him. He just wants like a reason to leave what he's doing currently.
I gotta figure out if I gotta get that recertified though. No, I should
probably at some point. Maybe
it's
not
every
recently.
2 years. But
okay.
But yeah, it would rain and then I would have to use it. And I would have to like bring like a plastic bag so then my butt isn't soaked so then I can still work, you know.
Your warehouses are outside?
It's no
or the plant?
It's a store. It's a Walmart store. So like
How's
we
it
have
wet?
like it's sitting outside. The forklift's sitting outside.
You don't even have a garage to put it in?
No, they leave it outside.
Yo, so you're saying I could steal it?
If you know the combo for the key.
We know the combo for the key.
Just,
1, 2, 3, 4.
no, it's not 1, 2, 3.
It's 1, 1, 1, 1. No.
Yeah. No, I'm just kidding. But
crazy.
yeah. So, but I would have to put a plastic
Yeah, fair
seat.
enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, Micah, anything new happened with you? You're working at the winery again.
Just working at the winery.
We loving it, liking it. It's okay.
It gives me money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what's crazy about, having that job at the school, right?
Yep.
And subbing. Like some people see me now,
Oh, out and about.
out and about.
You got kids coming up to you.
I've come to accept it. Like
Fame is, at some
Well-
point you gotta accept it.
it's just like one of those things where they're like, "Hey, I saw you at Walmart." I'm like, "Yeah, I'm a college kid. I gotta earn money somehow."
So you're like, okay, I see. So it'd be like that embarrassment of someone seeing you work at Walmart. Is that what you're talking about?
a little bit of
And,
like,
and it'd be the same thing if like someone who I was like not necessarily working for, but like would see me at Alliance. I'd be like, no, you don't see me. Like if like
Yeah,
a
yeah.
film or something like that, but
yeah.
I just think it adds to the
It's
story.
like an actor. If you're a famous actor and then you're caught working at like,
Walmart.
yeah. But
So you're a
it's
famous
not
actor is what I'm hearing.
No.
What films
I'm
have we done?
I'm a fun
Indie?
teacher.
Are you an indie?
What?
in some indie films?
Indie. Oh, indie. I thought you said India or Indian.
Oh,
No, yeah.
we could get that figured out too. Some Bollywood.
Bollywood. Yeah. Get
Give us
Yeah,
your
you-
best accent.
no, you're gonna clip that.
I wouldn't click it, but someone else probably would.
Yeah. You roped me into that one time. That
Yep.
indie film that one time.
That was a good film.
That was good. It was crazy how I got into that to begin with.
Dude, that was a legendary story
Yeah.
of like it was literally just me messaging you being like, "Hey, we just need more people at the bar. Do you want to come?" And you're like, "Yeah, sure, I'll go to the bar." I'm like, "Hey, actually, we need a football player. Do you want to be in the football
No,
scene?"
you did not say we need a football player. You're like, hey, we need somebody at the bar. Can we do it? I'm
and
like,
then I was like, "Just show up at this
yeah,
address."
and you're like, hey, just show up at Titan Stadium. And I'm like, oh, they must have a really nice bar at Titan Stadium because we're meeting
it's the
here.
Chancellor's Suite.
Yeah, apparently. And then I go there, and hey dudes, probably these hey dudes.
yeah, probably
these hey dudes.
Probably those hey dudes.
And so I couldn't really be like on the field, but like then the director was like, "Hey, are you Jordan's friend?" I'm like, "Yeah, he asked me to be here." He's like, "Great, put on a jersey."
Put on a pad. We're going to war.
I'm like, "Okay," and I was just like an extra that just
Yeah.
stood in the background.
Were you the one with the crotch shot, or was that someone else? Maybe that was other Josh.
For what?
I think other Josh has a gnarly crotch shot in the. So they do like they.
Oh
pan.
yeah. They were doing the
Yeah.
pan for like if your girlfriend was there, and
Yeah.
I was standing there.
Yeah, crotch shot.
I can't remember.
Hey, check it out. I remember that night.
I was wearing cargo pants. It was fine.
minute 35. We get a nice close up of. All right. Anyway, here
Yeah.
we have.
That was a fun night,
last
though.
time you were on the show. Actually, not last time, but last time you were in studio.
Yep. Last time
We did this little thing where I gave you a script, and we did a British accent.
Yeah.
I think it went pretty well.
I think I could. I think it went as well as I could have
It,
prepared.
yeah, I didn't tell you that we were doing that.
I kept saying.
However,
just to
I
prepare.
thought it was fun
Yeah.
to do a scene from a movie that like maybe you wouldn't know.
Yeah.
Or like it would take you a second to like be like, oh, that's what it's from,
Yeah.
right? So I had this planned like 3 months ago when we did the outside episode, but then
Yeah.
Alex canceled on us like real like short notice, unfortunately. So I was like, so we scrambled an episode together, and I was like, it's not the time. I don't want to do it.
Yeah,
I'll
yeah.
hold it for the next time, assuming I have you on sooner than now.
Yeah.
So luckily, before the show started, I was able to scrounge up the scripts that I had. I forgot what film it was from, but then I read it and I was like, oh, wait, that's what it's from.
Yeah.
So I'm going to have you play the character Rick.
Rick.
You're going to be Rick. He's the main character.
I gotta make sure. Last time I
There's
moved
no-
my mic
we're not.
forward,
Yeah,
I
yeah,
gotta
yeah.
make sure it's-
You don't have to do any accents.
Okay.
Yes, it's. I think your character is American.
Okay.
I think that's what it is.
So no, I don't need.
Mine
to do no
is
country
French,
accent.
but I don't have a French accent. Mademoiselle de France. But it was right. You are a sentimentalist. It's mid, a little German in it.
Yeah.
So I won't go accent either. We'll work on it in the future. So I'm going to be Renault. I think that's how you pronounce it. You are going to be Rick. And Micah, who's also with us, is going to be Strasser.
Okay.
So those are going to be the 3 characters in this scene. We'll start on page 123.
Okay.
And I think I have blocked out on all the scripts how far we are going.
Do you have context?
Hold up.
Yeah.
We will go all the way to the back page, the last page.
Uh-huh.
I did cross out a little section, though.
Yeah.
So we'll skip that. So we'll go from page 3 to 4.
Okay.
I'm not going to give you any context of what's going on in the scene. However, I will tell you there is an airplane.
Okay. Wait, hang on, what?
I just can't.
There's an airplane?
Buzz, we're not aiming for the okay. All right. So
Okay.
what I'm gonna have you do, Micah, is you're gonna read the stage directions, as well as your character, because your character comes in later.
Got it.
Just because that will help us, understand what's going on. Because some of this is like more action based than words. All right. Let's take it away. Without further ado, Micah, let's do it.
Let's do it. Rick watches as Issa and Laszlo walk very deliberately towards the plane.
Well, I was right. You are a sentimentalist.
Stay where you are. I don't know what you're talking about.
Rick puts a cigarette in his mouth.
What you just did for Lazaro and the fairy tale that you invented, send Issa away with him. I know a little bit about women, my friend. She went, but she knew you were lying.
Anyway, thanks for helping me out.
I suppose you know this isn't going to be pleasant for either of us, especially for you. I'll have to arrest you, of course.
As soon as the plane goes, Lewis.
The door to the plane is closed by an attendant and slowly taxis down the field. Suddenly, a speeding car comes to a stop outside the hangar. Strasser alights from the car and runs towards Renault. What is the meaning of this phone call?
Victor Lazaro is on that plane!
Renault nods towards the field. Strasser turns to see the plane taxiing towards the runway. Why do you stand here? Why don't you stop him?
Ask Mazur Rick. I just want to say Meta Mazur.
Strasser looks briefly at Rick, then makes a step towards the telephone just inside the hangar.
Get away from the phone.
Strasser stops in his tracks, looks at Rick, and sees that he is armed. I would advise you not to interfere.
I was willing to shoot Captain Renault, and I'm willing to shoot you.
Strasser watches the plane in agony. His eyes dart towards the telephone. He runs towards it and desperately grabs the receiver. Hello?
Put the phone down.
Get me the radio tower.
Put it down.
Strasser, one hand holding the receiver, pulls out a pistol with the other hand and shoots quickly at Rick. The bullet misses its mark. Rick now shoots at Strasser, who crumples to the ground. At the sound of an approaching car, both men turn. A police car speeds in, comes to a stop near Renault. How do you pronounce that?
Gendarme?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Germans.
Germans?
Yep.
Germans. 4 Germans hurriedly jump out.
Typo.
In the distance, the plane turns onto the runway. The Germans run to Renault. The first one hurriedly salutes him.
Well, Rick, you're not the only sentimentalist, but you've become a patriot.
Maybe. But it seems like a good time to start.
I think perhaps you're right.
As he pours the water into a glass, Renault sees the Vicny label and quickly drops the bottle into the trash basket, which he then kicks over. He walks over and stands beside Rick. They both watch the plane take off, maintaining their gaze until it disappears into the clouds. Rick and Lewis slowly walk away from the hangar towards the runway.
It might be a good idea for you to disappear from Casablanca for a while. There's a free French garrison over at Brazzaville. I could be induced to arrange a passage?
My letter of transit? I could use a trip, but it doesn't make any difference about our bet. You still owe me 10,000 francs.
And that 10,000 francs should pay our expenses.
Our expenses?
Uh-huh.
Louis, I think this is the beginning of a beautiful friendship.
The two walk off together into the night. Fade out. The end.
So this is the end of the movie?
Yeah. What movie do you think it is?
I don't recognize
There was
the
a
name.
massive hint right at the end.
I think this is the beginning of beautiful friendship.
Well, that, but also there's like a word that gives it away. It literally said the title. In
Letter
the-
of transit?
Dude, that's how we got to make a film with that.
I have no idea.
Really?
Yeah. I might have not watched this movie.
Look towards my direction. Really? You don't? There's nothing, no hints?
No.
Nothing? You're not seeing anything?
At the end, our expenses. Let's see. 10,000 francs. Wait, what is that?
Interesting.
Casablanca?
Yep.
I've never seen that.
Yeah. No, that's what I figured, but I think it said Casablanca at the end.
Oh, yeah, like going to Casablanca.
Or they're in Casablanca, leaving Casablanca.
Oh, okay.
Because Casablanca was in German control. This is during World War II.
Oh,
That's why the typo was Germans out there. Whoever did that slaughtered that. Slaughtered that worse than Micah typing in Philippines. Filipino.
Hey.
that was before the episode. We don't even talk about.
You're right. My bad.
So, what is this movie? Is it about love? What is it?
Yeah, kind of. Okay. Yeah, but I'm not gonna ruin it. You should watch it.
Okay.
It's a top movie. But anyway,
I was gonna watch The Shining because we read read through a script of The Shining, and I was gonna watch it on the plane.
You never did.
But I never did. I fell asleep.
Well, now you got another movie to add to your list. Mike,
Yeah.
have you seen it?
Casablanca, yes, but it has been a while.
Yeah.
I think it was one that I watched with my parents.
Last time I watched it in class in high school.
Film studies.
That might have been the last time I watched it, and only time. But it lives rent free in my head. But that last line's like
ending?
the last line's like the classic like, I believe this is going to be the beginning of a beautiful friendship. And then it's them just like walking off together down the runway,
Holding hands?
in black and white haze. Yeah, basically. Yeah, no, crazy. All right, sweet. I'm glad we got to do that.
That's fun. I'm glad I didn't have to do any accents.
I got you. Next time you will.
Next time,
Yeah.
stay where you are.
Or
I
next
don't know
time,
what you're talking
next
about.
time, next time, what we'll do is I'll give you the option to bring your own script from me. So
Yeah,
you pick
yeah.
something like TV show, film, something. You
Yeah.
bring it here, and if you don't, I'll have one ready for you.
Yeah.
But we'll do yours if that works out or whatnot.
Yeah.
I think it could work.
I'll
That'd
have
be
to.
fun.
I'll have to look into that then.
Yeah. All right. I'm trying to think. Anything else crazy happen? Since
Any life updates for you?
No life updates. Still single.
Still single?
Yep.
See, I was telling my parents about like wanting a Filipino wife because they're really
Yeah.
confused about that.
Really?
They're like, why do you want a Filipino wife? And I go, I just really like having that culture. Like,
But you
I
don't want to go live in your homeland.
But I don't want. Well, it's just not for me.
Interesting.
Listen,
Maybe the Filipino women aren't for you.
Can you do a whole 10 days with just a bidet and cold showers?
Literally, that's what my
And
family
90
used to do when we went up north.
Oh,
We had
you
no
know,
power
that's
or
fair.
running
That's
water.
fair. That's fair. I can't argue with that.
At nighttime, we would watch the lights in the camper slowly get dimmer and dimmer because the car battery that we were using was dying.
Yeah.
We'd bring a full charged battery up, and then we'd stay there the whole week, and we could only turn the lights on at night because you don't want to waste the battery.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, you'd start it like by the last night, it's faint. There's no light. You're just walking in a camper, pitch black, trying to find your blankets and where to sleep.
Yeah.
Okay, continue though.
Yeah, but so I was telling them like how I just like having that culture, like
Yeah.
having my kids kind of raised in that culture and
Yep.
whatnot.
No, it's a real
And
thing.
yeah. So, but then they were telling me like, oh yeah, well maybe you shouldn't find one in the Philippines.
Oh.
Maybe you should try to find one in America.
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, I don't know. Well, maybe, but it's kind of hard finding a wife
Yeah.
in the Philippines when your parents are there. You
Nah.
know? No. I wasn't.
Because you could literally introduce her to your parents right away. It rips the Band-Aid
Yeah.
off. You know
But
what
then
I'm
it
saying?
was funny. We went to a lunch after we went to church.
Okay.
and then one of them was a doctor that knew my uncle, because they
Okay.
went to med school
Yeah, yeah,
together.
yeah.
He specialized in colonoscopies.
But hey,
so
that's
just context.
He chose that.
Yeah, he chose
He
that.
chose that. That's
he specializes in it.
He's a stud.
And it's the Philippines. There's a lot of people. But he's like, maybe you should talk to this girl at church or something. It's like,
In the Philippines?
yeah.
Did you?
No, I didn't, because I
chickened
didn't go to that church again. So,
But you literally could have found the one.
I could have.
And this is coming from a guy. I went out
Yeah.
to I went out with Alex and another friend.
Yeah.
I might have found. I could have missed. I think I missed out on my true love.
Yeah.
Another one. We're walking down the street. Actually, we were gonna go to the leg lamp. It was closed.
Yeah.
That was an L. So Alex and I went. We went to this arcade bar in Appleton. Pretty cool to do an arcade. But I just really wanted to play the Guitar Hero. But there was a long line.
Yeah.
So we did Pac-Man, and then I was like, all right. And then we stayed there late, and then it was 12 or something like that. And we're like, we should go. If we're gonna go to the leg lamp to dance, now would be the time. Otherwise, we're gonna miss it. And so then we go walk. We were on the wrong side of Appleton downtown, so we had to walk all the way down to leg lamp.
Dang.
To have it be Alex opened the door and it locked. So we're like, that sucks. So then we start walking down just to go find another bar, just to go hang out for a little bit and then call it a night.
Yeah.
As we're walking down, there's this gorgeous woman in the bar and sitting with her friend. And it's one of those where it's if you're walking, you could tell someone's looking at you.
Yeah.
And so I look over and I can tell she's staring at me. And then I look away because I'm like, oh, that's awkward, But then I was like, I gotta know if she was looking at me. She's still staring at me as we're walking, and then we lock eyes for 3 seconds, and that's that 3 seconds where your heart kind of skips,
Skips a beat.
And then we walked past the window, and then never saw her again.
Yeah.
So what could have been?
If you're watching this,
if you're watching this
reach out
on July 3rd and you were downtown Appleton at, I don't know what the bar was called, but you were at the open window and you saw me with my long hair and fish shirt, hit me up.
Internet, do your job. Internet. No, I found out though, when it comes to dating, to not tell my, how you were mentioning something about not mentioning anything to people unless.
But that's not I was saying that was unhealthy.
Yeah,
that was me. That was not healthy, Josh.
This is healthy for me. This is healthy for me. Because I would tell them, I feel like I'm interested in this person.
Yeah.
And but then they make fun of me for it, or
oh, okay.
yeah. So then
That
it was,
seems
or
intense.
they'd be like, maybe you should I think they were just trying to egg me on to actually ask.
Yeah. Oh,
But-
see, my thing is, until I'm it's official, or we've gone on a couple dates, and it doesn't have to be.
Let's
official.
talk about our insecurities, everybody.
Let's do it. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
So for me, my insecurity is I hate saying I'm doing something or going to, and then have it not happen, not succeed, not whatever.
Yeah.
So it's I don't want to tell someone that something's happening. The only people that know are close people. So close being you, Drake, Micah, or that really tight circle where it's you guys. I will be how they say you have those friends that are just on the outside, your acquaintances, then you have your friends, and then you have your really close friends, and your close friends you're willing to tell the good, bad. You're willing to brag about yourself because they're not going to take it as oh, I feel bad about myself because this person's doing this. And it's no, a true friend will be I'm so excited for you. That's sick. That's awesome.
Yeah.
It's and that's what it's I have only 3 people that are in that ring of besides family, but friends wise, it's and so, but one thing I'm working on is not everything's going to succeed. And if you don't tell anyone anything that's going on with your life, they're not going to know anything.
Yeah.
And so I think I went on a date with this girl and it was pulling teeth to get no one knew. And I was trying to be better, telling him what's going on in my life and be hey, I'm going on this date or whatever, which took him way back because obviously I hadn't talked about any that I was even talking to someone, you know? But it was I don't think it's going to work, or it might work. I don't know. It's really we're just hanging out at this point, which then we went on a couple dates and then it didn't work out or whatever. But it was that was me trying to be a little bit more open, you know, it was hard, but especially
is
because it
tough.
didn't work out, failure.
Yeah. My insecurity is actually failing.
Yeah.
I worry about failing.
Yeah.
It gives me anxiety to practice sometimes, saxophone, because it's like I really want to do a good job.
Yeah.
But like sometimes it like sucks when I play something over and over again, and I really hard on myself.
Yeah.
Like that's one of my worst traits is I'm
Okay.
really hard on myself. So if I make a mistake, I would apologize like profusely about it, like crazy.
What's my? I think one of my flaws definitely is like I want everyone to like me,
Yeah.
and you can't have that.
Yeah.
And at some point you figure that out. I think I'm getting there because I'm not so much of like a handshake high. Yo, I gotta like be involved in your life so that you think of me in a positive. You know, it's like I have less of that. It's like no, I have my people that I'm close with, and like if we happen to like run into each other or like swipe up on each other's stories to talk or whatever, like
Right.
that's cool.
Being a teacher has kind of made me become more of like,
Reserved.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like I'm not being a yes person as
Yep.
much.
Yeah. Micah, what about you? What's your biggest security? Not that you knew that this was happening on the podcast today.
I certainly did not. Honestly, I think mine is not knowing what's coming next.
Oh.
Because it's like I knew where I was going to go to college, right? I knew
Yeah.
kind of the degree I was going to get in. Like I've planned up until the end of college, and now the plan is slowly end date is slowly coming up.
Semester.
Yeah.
So just kind of figuring out what's
Yeah.
next is always kind of like a tough thing, but
Mm-hmm.
I think it's also like it's a fun opportunity to start fresh, start something new.
Yeah.
Even though it's like a scary mist wall that I have no clue what's on the other side.
That was my biggest fear through college, was not knowing what was next.
Yeah.
I think I just had so many things I was interested in, and like, what I could do this, like, am I gonna do film? Am I gonna do TV? I know I'm not doing, you know, it's like there were so many things where it's like I don't even know what I'm gonna do at this point, you know.
Yeah.
And I always wanted to micro control everything of like, okay, if I do this sets me up for this in the future, like, and I know I'm gonna do this. And I think I got to a point where I'm like, this is so draining. Like, always focusing on the future kind of sucks, because then you're not really everything you're doing now is just for the future, so there's no point in doing it because you're not even living your life now, because by the time you get to the future you're doing it again for the next future.
Yeah.
You know, so you never actually get to live your life. And I learned that like my senior year of college, I was finally like, you know what, I'm going to just try my best to not worry about it. And it was painful because there was a lot of times I was worrying, but it's honestly crazy because I've had so many more like fruits come towards my way.
Yeah.
By like things that maybe I would have stressed out about. The outcome was positive and I didn't stress about it. And if I would have stressed about it, like, it was out of my control anyway, so I wouldn't have been able to do anything about it. And so I've done it. I mean, maybe I'm almost too good at it now where it's like I really don't care, and maybe I should care a little bit. Like, maybe I've gone too much the other round, but I've tried my best to now just be like, it's going to happen or it's not.
Yeah.
And either way, you know, maybe I need that for acting, though, when they're like, deny, you know, like a lot of rejection. So
I think it's that aspect of just coming to terms with what you can control. You know, like there's only so much you can control when it comes to like your future and whatnot. Like I can't control when a job opens up at a school I really want to teach at, unfortunately. Even though they say 2 years, there's a school I want to teach at because I already have that gig there, right?
Yep.
And so they say, oh, maybe in a few years we're going to open up an elementary school music teacher position, which is great. But I can't control when I graduate because I have a set time that I have to be there.
Yep.
And I can't control when they open up that position because more students could be enrolling during that time, or there could be less enrollments. And like, it's tough. It's tough because it's just like, well, if it happens, it happens. And if it doesn't happen, then I got to figure stuff out. And
no, so I feel you, Mike, from that standpoint of like, what am I going to do with my future? Yeah. And all I guess I can tell you is, what's happened is going to happen, and everything happens for a reason. So if you hit a slump where you don't get your job or anything and you're like, why did I go to school? It's probably just someone testing you. Let's be real here, you know.
Yeah, someone testing you.
He's trying to see, he's upstairs, he's looking down, he's like, all right, we know Mike is very comfortable in this area. Let's push him over here. And Mike is like, what the?
It's so tough, you know, that's such a tough thing to accept, though. You know, it's just like, is this really what he's calling me to do, or is it not? And it's just like, but realizing that there's a calling way before that, you know, that you need to prioritize, and then whatever leads into that is, what happens, whatever you choose.
Yeah. Sweet. Awesome. Well, I think that's where we can wrap up the episode.
Life lessons.
Life lessons.
Life
If you made it
lessons
this far, this was the bonus, Hopefully you are a better person. Let's take the GoPro camera 2. Thanks, everyone, for watching this episode of the Jordan Whitrock Show. If you enjoyed this kind of vibe of just the boys chatting, talking about our lives in a more personal way, leave a comment down below. If you knew what the script was from, put in the comments at what timestamp did you know, because I want to know who figured it out like right away. So with that, thanks, Josh, for coming on. Mike, thanks for TDing.
Thanks for having me.
We'll see you next week. Peace.
See ya.